Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into it. Now, I've come across several posts that Miss Barz has made over the past few years. It's very interesting to see her point of view on different things. Now, she talks about judging others, and she specifically talks about not judging others if you've not been around them, which is very interesting because Miss Barz has never been around Queen and Clarence. The information she gets is from people who are not around them either. She gets information from the Seals family. She gets information from whatever other sources she gets them from. And these are people who are not around Queen and Clarence. This is not the situation whereby when Queen was with Chris, their house was packed full all the time. Different people were always there. This is a completely different situation where it's just Queen and Clarence. And yet she is judging them based off of a video that she watches, every other week. 10 to 15 minutes of their lives. I'm not sure we can really judge people based off of just watching them for a few minutes. Now, a lot of people tend to say that Clarence does not love Queen, that he reacts very offish when it comes to her. I know several YouTube channels that where the partner or the husband is very sort of distant when it comes to affection on camera. And this is just typical of men who, don't want to show their PDA on camera. Like a lot of men don't like it. This is just typical of that. We've seen a lot of couples which are all over each other. Things don't end up well. And, people are different. But this doesn't mean anything. Just because he doesn't want to kiss her on camera, just because he doesn't want to feel on her on camera, doesn't mean that he doesn't love her. Miss Barz then talks about people with dope spirits, which is really ironic because you don't have a dope spirit. Not at all, not from what I've seen, and from what you've put up about other people you know nothing about, which is really sad. You talk about uplifting other people, you talk about doing whatever it takes to make other people happy. What gives you the right to talk about what makes Queen and Clarence happy? What gives you the right? Not feedback from the Seals family, not feedback from his mother or his grandmother, who stood by when this woman was being abused for 5 years. You've got to be joking, Miss Barz. Miss Barz then talks about energy, which again, I laugh at this, guys, because we know that all the energy that comes from her is always bad energy. And I feel, this is draining all the good energy you could spend your time giving out. All the energy you give is bad energy. And I get it. You could have gone through certain things in your life. I know you are almost 40. You're probably going through a really hard time, not able to have achieved a lot of things that you hope you should have achieved by now. And so, you see other people being able to do that. And this really frustrates you. I get it. But let me tell you something. The energy you give out is horrible energy. And what this does, it just affects you. It drains all your good energy because you feel you're doing something really big and really important. You feel, you know what? I'm this big bad wolf on the internet. I'm this big bad wolf on YouTube. I'm going to bring Clarence down. I'm going to make sure that Queen leaves him. I'm going to make sure that she gets back with Chris. I'm going to support the Seals family, the Seals family. I remember the grandmother talking about, eventually, I think, when the book issue came out, I remember her talking about eventually inviting you over to their home so that you can meet everyone and see how genuine they are. Miss Barz, seriously, I bet if Clarence's side of the family gave you that much attention, you would switch sides in a minute. I bet you would. Anyway, guys, let's see what Miss Barz has to say. Here she talks about another social media influencer who speaks on her name, and she gets pretty upset. She's doing the same thing to Queen and Clarence, but she doesn't want the thing that she's doing to them being done to her. She feels that, she's above it all, that no one should speak on her name. So let's see what she has to say.
Salute. I got some shit to say, man. I got some shit to say, you know what I'm saying? It was, but I can't really tell. Salute. When you come in, say salute or something so I can know you here. Man, this shit is crazy. What's up, Paige? What's goody? What's up, Guys Gang TV? Yeah, no, thanks. That's for my other Monster Energy. Today I want to talk about clout, man. As far as the word clout, it's crazy because it's starting to become so addictive. It's worse than drugs in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's worse than fucking drugs in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going above and beyond to impress strangers who don't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? There was a video made about me, right? Where someone was saying they predicted my death and all this type shit. So you went that far to pull in people who you don't fucking know, who don't even like you. Like, that shit is just... Let my daughter say some shit, because when you got a child, right, and they hear shit like that, they're going to feel some type of way. You know, how did you feel watching that come here, come up to the mic.
And it's like, it's hard to talk on camera because I get like nervous or whatever, but like, that hurt it a lot because it's like you talking about my mom like that, and it's like I never heard nobody talk about her in that way. And the fact that he was like giving like details, like, oh, this gonna happen, this and that, it's like, why is you doing that? Like, she never posted about him. Only thing she posted was the video about him and King Lo, and he said something about she posted something about him on his Instagram, which is not true. So I know that somebody went to him and was like, Barz did this or that. I don't even know what he's talking about. The whole video is just false facts. It's not even facts. It's just allegations and accusations. So that really hurt it, because it's like, I never ever heard nobody describe her in that way or like go to that extent, like go that far where they would say, like, talk about that. Like, that was too far.
Yeah, it was too far. And I feel, and I feel like this too. If you really fucks with me, why show me a video of somebody talking about me instead of getting that shit deleted? Why would you not report something that you see like that? Like, that's fucking terrible. People, I know, like, they haven't, it's cool though. I just want to do the video, you know what I'm saying? They can have a reunion all they want, you feel me? Yeah, so back to what I was saying. That shit was crazy. People stoop as low as possible to get views. They see what you're doing and they just like, damn, I need to use that name to build my platform. Y'all gotta think about it. This person lost their YouTube platform, so now he needs a name to come up off of, so he chose me. I didn't do shit to that dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do nothing to him. People was talking about him a whole lot, and I never jumped in and started talking about him. You feel me? It was a lot of shit I could have said a lot of times, but I didn't care enough to do that. So you make a whole video talking shit to try to get a reaction. So here's your reaction. You know what I mean? You send that energy this way, I'm going to send that shit back tenfold. You got to watch who you are talking to and talking about. That's what I'm going to get. I'm going to tell y'all that. Watch who you be talking to. You never know who you talking to. You never know who knows who. You don't know. Don't threaten people that you don't know. Like, some people don't take threats kindly. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do it. You don't do it. You know what I'm saying? His platform ain't going to get anywhere talking that way he does unless people like that sort of negativity. That's the thing. This motherfucker got 11 subscribers or 14 subscribers. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to try to pull on your energy so that they can get more views and shit. You know what I'm saying? How you got a live stream with one view in it? One view.
The whole time.
Yeah, you were just talking to yourself like you probably do in your house, period. We know you get SSI. You put your mouth all the way in the camera, look like your breath smell like shit. That's why I could never look at your channel. Because it just stink. It looked like it stink. Everything about your channel stinks. The background stink. Your hoodie. The background stink. Your hoodie stink. Your breath stink. Your mouth. Like, come on, dog. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Real shit. Like, you know, I'm going to say it again. You don't know who you fucking with. You got to stop with the threats. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You know how little kids do something, you got to smack it. Don't do that. Clout is a hell of a drug. Clout is a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying? People are getting high as fuck out here. I'm talking about zombie type shit. The drugs are worse than the 80s. That drug is worse than the 80s. I don't give a fuck about getting attention from a stranger. My thing is this. When you got star power or you got some type of good personality that draws people to you, you don't have to clout chase. It's going to come to you instant. It's going to come to you and it's going to stay with you. Like, I hate that fucking word, but that's what's going on nowadays, you know what I mean? When you have a dope personality, you gonna attract people. They're going to want to hear what you got to say. It's going to be easier for you to build a platform. His platform is going to continue to get knocked down because of the shit that he's doing. You got to think about this. I'm going to put y'all on with some shit. When a person is constantly, they wake up every day with negativity on their mind, and who can they destroy, who can they pull down, they're very unhappy in their life. Maybe he don't have a mom and dad he could call and talk to like most of us do. Maybe he, You know what I'm saying? Like, he going through some shit mentally deep. Like, he could have been molested as a child or some shit. People who wake up negative every day, it's something deep going on with them, real shit. Like, I be feeling sorry for them type of people, but the video he made about me, I don't feel no type of sorry for him. I feel like everybody else, he want to get what he deserves. Motherfuckers been saying that, and I've been not saying anything.
Okay,
I haven't
guys,
said
there you
anything
have
to
it.
him.
Another Miss Barz
I ain't say
Look how mad she
nothing
gets
to
when
his
another
funky
YouTuber calls
ass.
her out.
That when you put
So
your
she
mouth that
feels
close
like,
to the phone and
you
it
know,
smells
the
like
other
shit.
person should leave her alone. You know, should not speak her name, should not do anything, you know, when it comes to her name. But the same Miss Barz feels like she has the right to speak on other people's names. She feels like she constantly, continuously, for the past 3-4 years, she has the right to speak on Clarence when she's never met him. You know, aren't you the person who just say, don't judge other people if you've never been around them? But you're judging this man based on what, 15 minutes of a video? You know, you're basing your opinion on things that people who are never around him are saying. They're looking from the outside too. So how do you know what's happening in their household? You don't. You get upset. You talk about, you know, or your daughter talks about how upset she gets. So you feel like your kids should be protected, but you feel that this man's child, who's going to grow up and see all the nasty things you put out about him, which are lies, you think that that child should not be protected? You know, you talk about him not having a heavy social media presence, Miss Barz. Your whole channel is built off of Queen and Clarence. You talk about clout. You are the biggest clout chaser, Miss Barz. You are. Just horrible. You know? Let me tell you, the negative karma you put out is the same that comes back to you. You need to take accountability for the things that are happening in your life. You need to take accountability for all the negative things that are happening. I'm going to talk more on this, guys. I'm going to talk about, you know, where I think all this hate and anger comes from. You know, I'm going to talk about, you know, who Miss Barz is. I have a lot of information and I'll share it with you guys. So until next time, bye.